Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. A lot of wouldn't be a good stream without some technical issues. We're already having some. I'm trying out a green screen. It's going 50-50 to be 100% honest. But welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll get through some hellos and we'll figure out the green screen in due time. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. This is not a permanent installation into the stream by any means, but it's something that I bought. It's something that I want to figure out how to use properly so that when the time comes, it's the lighting. It's complicated. It's not just the lighting. Some of it has to do with my camera settings, honestly, more so than the lighting. My camera settings are pretty dull on the colors, so it's turning the green into a gray, even though it's not gray. It's very complicated. It's actually not even it's like more specifically, it's an ISO problem with my camera. Not that anyone, literally nobody cares. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We'll figure it out. I mean, look, I can turn up the lights like super bright. It's not going to make a difference, unfortunately, just because it makes a difference. See, it got better, but then as soon as I change the shadows, my ISO on my camera is going to adjust. So you see how that kind of worked? Like, we can make it dark and then you see it all. We can make it really dark, but then if I make it bright, it'll disappear. And then my ISO will kick in to adjust for my skin tone. So it's just one of those things, like as I move, my lighting is changing kind of on the fly, and it is what it is. We're going to figure it out with due time, and just wanted to test it out for just real quick for today's stream. But welcome, everybody. What's up, Games Guru, Apex Assassin, Chris, yo, Macca, thank you for the Doom, the Dark Ages 100% walkthroughs. Thank you for watching. I had a lot of fun making them. I still have to go back and do some timestamps for that. It's been like a month, so I've been a bad content creator, but it is what it is at this point. Games Guru, welcome, Apex Assassin. Hi from Latvia. What's up, Anna? Hello from Canada. Never been to Latvia. I've been close, just not the last couple hundreds of kilometers to get in. Mic isn't muted, at least. I would say that is half the battle for me. Starting a stream with an unmuted mic is a big W. But starting the stream, I poured myself a cup of water, and I just failed to bring it into the room with me today. So we'll take one W with one giant L. Can't blame Astrobot. I just put in a photo. I just kind of wanted, like, I put in a photo that is mostly one color. But as you can see, like, the closer I get to the green screen, my camera just adjusts and then brings out the green. But it's an ISO problem. I just need to not have a automatically adjusting ISO. I just need to set a manual ISO that is permanent and change the colors. Tech stuff. I also did, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I have made a couple of changes to the setup. I got a new capture card, so we got the green screen. First stream with the green screen, not a permanent installation. First stream on the new capture card, finally got the colors working the way I wanted them to, so they're not like super blown out on the actual thing. I'm attempting to do some like mic monitoring stuff, which is also a little bit complicated. We're doing, we also bought a new sound mixer, and I'm also getting a new chair. This chair is quite literally falling apart on me. So we're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to get an upgrade. It does have green stitching in it, which makes it like see-through with the green screen. That's kind of cool. But we're getting a new chair. If you have any recommendations for a nice, decent gaming chair that is ergonomic, I don't mind spending a little bit of extra money if it's worth the quality. But I need a chair that will make me sit up nice and straight, give me good posture for long days, preferably not like a racing seat style. I'm a big boy and I need a big seat for my big booty. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I would be interested. I went from being between two chairs, and then I like added a third chair into my possibilities, and now I think I have like a list of like 5 chairs that I'm considering, all of them, and I just can't pull the trigger on any of them. Chairs are a lot more expensive than they feel like they should be, so then it just makes it feel like a really important decision to pick the right chair. But for today's stream, we're streaming Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It is a newly released game on PlayStation 5. I think if you have the deluxe version right now, you can play early with a couple days early access we're gonna tweak out. We're gonna work on that green screen in the coming days. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. It could be the fan in my room blowing the green screen, creating a couple shadows where there shouldn't be. Might just need to turn on the overhead lighting. Let's try the overhead lighting. All right. Well, the lady who runs my house, my smart home assistant, isn't can't hear me from here. I guess go for the RGB chair. The more regular the chair looks, the better probably for what I'm going for. 4K cap card, let's go. I used to have a 4K capture card. This new one is also 4K capture card. The old one was HDMI 2.0 and the new one is HDMI 2.1. That just lets me get around a couple of issues with variable refresh rates, HDR. It helps me get a upgrade to my monitor if I ever want to play 4K 120. It's more or less a very similar capture card. You guys won't actually notice any significant changes in quality for the foreseeable future, but it just makes the content creation on my side a little bit easier and a little bit... There was a problem where like I had to make a lot of solutions to very specific games. Like for Elden Ring Night Rain, it had a lot of VRR, variable refresh rate, in it. So it just created a lot of issues with capturing and how my capture card would handle that. So a new capture card should kind of help with all that stuff. Have a nice stream. Thank you, WNS Gaming. Welcome. Hope you get 1 million subs. Maybe one day. Based on our current pace, we'll be there in about 15 years. I think we get, I don't know, maybe around 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers a year. We have about 500,000 more to go. So that's at least 10 years. Maybe I'll get there one day, though. We'll see. Yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. My days of the week have been going a little bit crazy. I'm going to need to get that glass of water here in a second, but figured I'd hang around. What's up, Sella360? Riley, do you plan on doing videos for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4? Of course. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is one of my favorite series of all times. 1 and 2, I made videos for that. You can bet your bottom dollar I'll be making videos for 3 and 4. Super excited for that. As always with the gaming scene, you know, June can be a little bit more chill and laid back in terms of like releases and stuff. What is going on? So with June, there's not a lot to play. I have been playing a little bit of Rematch, which has been a lot of fun. And I am looking forward to July. July has a couple of releases at least with Tony Hawk. And there's a couple other ones. I'm kind of forgetting. I have a list of them going and as the date approaches. I heard FBC Firebreak wasn't great. And obviously... rounding out June, we got Death Stranding 2 here today. My brother, how you feeling? I'm doing all right. Can't wait to start the stream. So today's stream is not sponsored. I did have like a DM asking me. It is not a sponsored stream. The code that we're using to play the game is a launch day code provided to me by PlayStation, which is pretty standard stuff. So I did get a free code for the game, but it is not sponsored. We'll be playing at least for the next 3 hours. We'll see how things go. We'll see how the chat's, you know, how everything's going, how everyone's feeling. And then we are playing the game from the very, very beginning. We'll be playing for those few hours. We'll see how far we get or how many, you know, cool, like unique mechanics we find and see. Play Rugby League 26. It's a July release. I honestly couldn't tell you if I had to, like, I can obviously watch rugby and I can, like, tell who's winning. But I don't really understand the rules of rugby. There's like 7s and 11s, and you can only play the ball sideways but behind you. And if you get a try, it's basically a touchdown. But then sometimes you can kick the ball. Like, I'm halfway there on some of the rules with rugby, but I think I'm, unfortunately, probably most of the way not there either. More of a hockey guy. More of a, you know, hockey, the traditional, like American football, soccer, hockey. I'll watch a little bit of NBA, a little bit of baseball, only if Toronto's doing well. Otherwise, I don't watch like the Olympics and stuff. Check out NRL, National Rugby League highlights. I will do. I mean, there's a big lull right now in sports. Like all the major sports just kind of finished up. So You know how it is. I think, like, obviously the green screen doesn't look perfect, but it looks all right. Would you guys agree that it looks all right? Like, if I did, let me do this. If I did this, yeah, like this and like this, that looks almost perfect, except my hand hits the edge now of the screen. I mean, the green screen does matter a little bit because I've also green screened here in this page. So it does matter a little bit. If not, we can always just kill the green screen, and it is what it is. What's up, GoldenEye? Can't wait for the next Mac update. What do you mean by that? For your computer? Hey, Macca chat, by the way. Macca, thanks for the Goat Simulator videos. Oh, man, what a throwback. I think I made those probably like 9 years ago. I was like a different human being. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a good explanation, but I feel like I've lived a whole life since I've played Goat Simulator. Like an entire life of activities and things to do have been done in my life since Goat Sim. Now we can't see the grease-proof controller. Yeah, I'm going to find a happy medium. I think, like I said, I want to test the green screen today. The test is going worse than I thought it would, to be 100% honest. But I'm like 99% certain that it's actually my camera settings doing the problems. Like if I keep my hand here, it's too dark. But then if I just like brighten up the scene, my camera adjusts and gets rid of... You guys can't see that I'm making it brighter because my camera's adjusting automatically. But it'll be a happy medium once we figure it out. Once we can get the camera adjusting. And what first game you played in my life ever? Oh man, I mean, I don't even know. Thank you so much, Chris Freeman, for the follow. You might not be able to hear some of the follow audios while we play. I got a lot of work to do on the streaming end on my end. But thank you to everyone for stopping by. Let me click a couple buttons before we get started here. And before you know it, we will be live. The first game I ever played, oh man, maybe like Pokemon Red? Maybe like... It could have been like Doom on PC. Could have been Pokemon Red or Tetris on the original Game Boy. Probably one of those two. I was like 6 years old. Maybe less. Probably less. Probably 4 or 5. Pokemon Red, you ain't that young, Mecca. Pokemon Red came out in what? The 99? No. When did the original Game Boy come out? Didn't the original Game Boy came out in like 1996 or 4 or some shit? I don't know. Maybe I'm a fake gamer, guys. Maybe the 3,000 guides I've made on the YouTube channel are all just fake news. The original Game Boy did not come out in 1987. The Game Boy? The game, like the fatty, chunky Game Boy? First game I ever 100%ed was Full Auto. In like 2006 on Xbox 360. That's funny. Did it? Well, then I don't know. I remember having a Game Boy in my hands as a very young child and playing Tetris and not understanding the point of it. Yo, I'm an idiot. Thank you for the 14 months. Let me sub to this fake gamer. 14 months, that is almost 1 whole year. You know the drill. Sub badge next to your name in the chat and access to our 14 lovely emotes. Pretty cheesed about my my green screen here. I can always put it down. It is what it is. Yeah, Full Auto was one of those like random games that just came out. Yo, what's up, Tanuki? Welcome to stream. I think King Kong on the 360 was my first completion. I don't know if you were here for the King Kong stream We did King Kong in 2006. And then I never actually ended up beating it. I got all the achievements but one, so I redid the game. And then 15 years later in 2021, I guess, or maybe I started in 2007 because I think it was 2022. We did the last achievement, so it was a 15-year completion. But let's just get started before we get carried away a little bit too much here. Let me go get my water that I left in the other room. You guys keep yourself entertained. Keep the chat PG-13. Do not comment on my butt as I leave the screen. I know you guys are a little creepy like that. And I'll see you in like 10 seconds, and then we'll get started. All right, everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we are playing Death Stranding 2 on a beach. Let me know if you can hear the game. You should be able to hear the game. I can also hear the game. That was one of the audio things I was talking about a little bit. Hopefully the green screen doesn't become too much of a problem here today. And we'll just... We're going to be playing the game from the very beginning. I did not play Death Stranding 1, for better or worse. We're going to go into this completely blind. Someone did tell me that you probably want to play Death Stranding 1 before you play Death Stranding 2 for any of this to make sense. But at this point, it is what it is, you know? For what it's worth, I do have a friend who looked into it. He says that the Platinum Trophy is not too bad. It is very long, probably like 80 hours. I think we're going to have to turn off the green screen, to be honest. I think it's more distracting than it is helping right now. Let's try this. Properties, filters, edit. Let's turn this up to 800. Then we'll turn this up to 92. Oh, now I'm see-through. Let's go, dude. Apparently I'm also green. Is that better? Maybe. We'll try this for a bit. These are some new settings. I'm playing through the first game, really enjoying it. I hope you enjoy too. Me as well. So let's just make sure. I think we'll play difficulty normal for now. And we're just going to keep pretty much everything default other than vertical controls automatically inverted. I do like the worldwide setting there. I'm fading away, chat. Yeah, the green screen's just broken, eh? Do we watch the Death Stranding 1 recap? I think we have to. We got to watch it. All right, we're going to watch the Death Stranding 1 recap. Also, code provided by PlayStation. Yo, the Brick Boy 103, thank you for the gifted sub to Super Blunt 34. Super Blunt 34, congratulations. You now have access to our lovely emotes. And you have a sub badge next to your name in the chat. Let's go for the Death Stranding 1 recap. Here we go. Let me know if it's too quiet. Could you guys hear that or no? On my end, it says you can hear it. It would just be pretty quiet. But did you not hear anything? I'm just a bad streamer today. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. That's not good. Let me see. Let me know in the chat right now if you can hear like music in the background, like light music. Can you hear anything? Oh, okay. Very strange. Let me try this.
And people grew old in an instant.
How about now?
The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
Yes, there we go. Pro streamer. Guys, it's like I've been doing this for 15 years. Oh, that's just, I can't keep up with the technology. All right, let's start from the beginning.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Deadman. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity. So, of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam. We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable Deadman, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart, but they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body. Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile. Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret, to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison, and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished, without so much as a trace.
Alright guys, I think we got like a general idea here of what happened in Death Stranding 1. I think let's just throw ourselves into Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Here we go. It took us way too long. Too many technical difficulties. I apologize about the green screen. But let's just get started and have some fun. Let's play on... Can we change this as we go? This can be changed at any time. How would the chat feel about casual difficulty for now? Just so that I can acquaint myself with some of the stuff going on, and then we'll figure it out here. My birthday, if you guys didn't know, is 6/6. So now you know. Macca, please. I'm a professional gamer. Let me do my thing. I gotta learn the game on casual first. Whilst dooms, the Dark Ages, can afflict almost anyone, those born under certain constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, those are not me, are more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. If you do today's date, you get a special birthday intro. Yeah, but I'm not a liar. I guess I got to play this game next year. Or I should have been playing it a couple weeks ago on my birthday. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, BTs. Lost spirits of the dead found their way into our mists. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. Since most of them could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them withdrawing from the outside world. I'm gonna take a guess here that BTs were actually the good guys all along. Cities became isolated. Humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, a BB called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. BTs are bad? Okay, I'll believe you. But on the day that the United States of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA's officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. Until now.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
I know BTs are the shadow things. I thought it was like maybe there was like a twist ending in the first one where they were the bad things, but then at the end we find out they were trying to help us all along. Are these in-game screenshots? These look like photos. We're also playing on a regular PS5, by the way, in case anyone's interested. Guillermo del Toro was the Dead Man guy, right? Margaret Qualley is the Mama Lockney girl, or is that someone else? I mean, this is one of the best looking cutscenes I may have ever seen in my life. Wait, did Lou get born? Was Lou born in the first one, or was Lou in the tank?
Okay, time to head home.
That actually looks insane. This is the best looking landscape I've ever seen in my life in a video game. This looks better than real life. This has to be some like photo. He released her. Oh, fair enough. This has to be like some photo telemetry thing. Hold L1 for the destination. Return home with Lou. Can I interact with this rock pile behind me? I guess not. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Probably want to go straight on this ridge and then down this ridge towards our objective. Seems like it's a kilometer away. I think there's audio coming out of the controller. All right, we're doing some parkour. We're sprinting now. Apologies. I just wanted to see how that worked. All right, these icons indicate where terrain is easier to lose your footing. I don't really see many of those icons. I assume we're going to have to go this way, though, because there's an item. But I would definitely recommend not sprinting. We'll carry this on our back. Aerial camera. Ah, so this is like a way to kind of find out what the easiest path will be to get where you're going, right? So oh, you can actually walk around in this camera. But I guess we're going to stay up on top of the ridge kind of as high as we can for now. I just crushed the baby. It's fine. It's the future. It has like a protective coating. Let's do a cinematic camera for now. We're doing like a record here in speed. I think we're gonna take a little break here. Are we getting closer to our objective? I mean, we're still 900 meters away, but I think maybe we're now going more in a straight line. Like we went around a little bit more in a circle. The backpack has a protective coating or the baby has a protective coating. Why not both? I guess we're going this way. I don't know if I like my decision, but I think we're kind of locked into this decision now. Potential gate quake detected.
Feel that.
That was a 4 on the G scale. It was a 4 to 10 on the gangster scale. I assume we're going this way, right? Kind of have to. Oh, this one's a little more gangster than the last one. Hold L1 to check on Lou. I'm confused. I just held L1. Oh. I'm still learning the controls, guys. I'm gonna be honest here. There's like a scanner here, and that's what shows us like bad terrain versus easy to terrain. So we do have some like footsteps going this way, kind of showing us where to go. I don't know how to check on the baby, to be honest. I think it'll be fine. L. Whoops. I'll translate. Yeah, no, we're good. I figured out what button it was. It just said press. I guess if I hold it, it brings up my camera. And if I press it, it brings up the scanner. So how do I check on the baby? Maybe it's only while I'm holding left trigger, right trigger? Sorry, R2, L2. He is still alive. I still hear him squeak. Yeah. We'll give him some water later. He'll walk it off. Where do I go now? The footsteps just kind of disappeared. Should I go that way? There's an item over there. I think we got to go down there. I don't know if we're going to regret our decision, but I think it's the right one. Alright, now we're down low. I think we can sprint a little bit here. Does look like there's a stamina bar, but it's not really moving very much. How do I... Oh, let's pick this up. What does it do? Chiral crystals, 22 CGs. Every 1,000 CGs that Sam carries will reduce his load by 1 kilogram. Alright, so it's like basically an upgrade your carry capacity mechanic. Here we have a ladder. Carry on our back. Now we can hold the right on the D-pad to select the ladder. I really hope I can... Let's go! Trophy unlocked. How do I pick it up? I just collapse the ladder. Alright, let's collapse it. Did I just press the wrong button?
Hey!
How do I collapse the ladder, guys? Ah, it's a hold. All right, let's get that back. I assume we're going to need this ladder to cross a gap later. We can eat these very colorful flowers that are definitely not poisonous.
Tasty.
This will restore Sam's blood levels. Hold right on the D-pad to open up the weapons tools menu, then select from the consumables to eat it. Let's look around this corner, even though it's not in the right direction. Let's see where we're even headed right now. Oh no, we are supposed to be headed this way. So let's just keep going this way.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
I'm going to imagine that rain is dangerous because probably don't want to be in it. There is a ladder here, which should we use it? If we can just go like down here, should we use this ladder? Seems kind of like a bad ladder, to be honest. This seems like an awful idea, but I want to see what's up here. No one would put a ladder there for it to lead to nothing, right? Right? Uh-oh. That was a bad idea, I think. The rain makes you age. Can I steal this ladder? I guess this one's permanently stuck. Okay, we're like halfway there right now. Still getting rolling credits. Should we cut straight at it? This seems like a bad idea. I think we want to stay pretty low inside of the canyon here. when possible. I think it'll get us there when we're... There is music. Can you guys hear it, or is it too quiet? There's like light piano music playing. Let me know if you can't hear the gameplay for some crazy reason. I would completely blame myself, though. Oh, you just hear about it. Fair enough. Yo, Clock with the 11 months. Is this Elden Ring DLC? No. It's not. I wish I had a better joke for you, honestly, but I'm all out. 11 months, dude. That's almost one whole year. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You know the drill. Sub by next to your name in the chat, as well as access to R5. Lovely emotes. I think we're just going to have to cross the river here. I hope I don't get swept away. Can I scan the river to see how deep it is? Okay, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. I hope Lou can swim. That seemed to be one of the first things I did that, like, kind of drained my stamina a little bit. I think we might have to go down river, to be honest. Need water wings? Probably be helpful, right? I think I have to go over there. This might not end up as good as I am hoping.
Almost there.
Okay, it says something about ladders, but I know I have a ladder, but I don't think I need one right now. It looks like I can kind of get where I'm going without a ladder. I guess theoretically I could use the ladder to, like, cross the river, right? Okay, so if I use the ladder to cross the river, and then I'll hop on the ladder, I'll just walk across. And then I can pick it up from this side. I certainly hope so, right? Yeah, okay. I thought for some reason you have to be, like, at the bottom of the ladder to dismantle it, you know what I mean? Probably should have thought about the ladder before I almost drowned forever. All right, 100-meter dash to the finish here. Oh, how many of these can I carry? Can I just... Oh, okay, there's like 5 of them in the bush. I didn't realize that on the first one. Mailman simulator? 100-meter crying baby crying dash? It's the 100-meter bad dad dash. I'm pretty sure that's Ronnie Pickering. How did he just turn off the rain? Guys, I think I missed a chapter. How did he do that?
Not bad, little Porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms. Come on, open up.
He's just out here being a good dad and all that. Crazy. What's up, Mad Boss? Welcome to the stream. How does Hideo Kojima come up with this stuff? In like the nicest way possible. No disrespect. How do you come up with this?
Who's there? Who are you?
Oh, that's fucking sick, dude. That mask rips. I can't wait for the future.
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you. Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you.
Hey, what's up, Nomad? Yeah, I did pick a winner for the PS5 giveaway. I can't announce it because of legal laws regarding like
What about Lil?
lottery giveaway style stuff that happens in Canada, but I did pick a random winner.
That's a little more complicated.
And with the help of PlayStation, that package got sent to the winner. And they got the package. And that's it for now.
To work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
Imagine a girl comes over to your house and her necklace gives you a thumbs up.
But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still
Nice. I guess that was the package I
still on
got.
the brink of
It
extinction.
was a Canada only giveaway, unfortunately for you, I guess, right?
A lot of things changed after you went off on your own.
What's up,
Especially
DDA?
in the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends
That's
and
Guillermo del Toro on the
separate
left, right?
ways.
Is that Margaret Qualley in the middle, or is that a different
That's
person?
not all. Die Hard
The game does look actually
isn't
insane.
UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It
Finally
will
playing
allow
through
us to
Expedition
follow
33. I hope
to
you
manage
enjoy it, man.
and carry out deliveries.
Up till now, that is my game of the year. Lots of stuff still to play, but from what I've played up till today,
And no need for fragile express.
Expedition 33 is my front runner.
So after I closed up shop,
Could you please add timestamps to the Doom Guide? I will do. It's on my...
one that
I have a
handles
handy
working
dandy
weekends
list of
outside
things
the
to do. It's on my list. It is one of the next things I will do.
We decided to call ourselves.
I'll do it before
We
I
still
start
require
with
the
Tony Hawk
services
in a
of
week or
human
two.
porters that can work outside the
Does this have Monster Energy drinks? I don't know,
Preferably
actually. Good
ones with
question.
teams who can
There's
sense
something in his
weakness.
hand.
Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south.
Guys, we're going to Cabo!
Out west.
Cabo! Boys trip.
You're
Just me and the
asking, or
kid.
is
We're
this
going to
the
Cabo.
UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Oh, I'm allowed to actually talk. Okay. There are BTs out there. I'm not going to ask if there are. What's the state of the environment? Don't care. Why me? Now that's an answer.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job.
Artemis, the crazy thing about Expedition 33 is it literally is one of the only times a game it just gets better.
I don't know the details.
The longer you play it, the
Research
better it
and
gets.
information.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro here is a hologram.
Very important.
Is he the guy that's going to be
There are
our like
certain things
necklace
we'd like to
keychain
tell you in
dude
person.
from the trailers and the marketing? Any other reasons? Yo, Nomad. Nomad, thank you for the follow. I appreciate
And this
it.
one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear.
Shadows just got a title update. I missed that. I also saw Still Wakes the Deep got a DLC. A lot of updates coming out for June, which I guess is good. June's always, you know, been a pretty slow month, generally speaking.
Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
It added one achievement? Assassin's Creed Shadows added an achievement? I didn't know that.
Guess
I
that
should
makes
probably go
sense.
back then and do it. Is it easy? Is it hard?
Something's still bugging me.
How long does that achievement
What?
take?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory?
Guys, are
Taking
we...
control, claiming it for their own?
Is this a commentary about the war, guys?
It's not like that.
No way.
They're
Keep
not
your
trying to take
politics
over.
out of my video game.
They just want to link up
I'm
more
joking.
wireless with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself.
Wait, we're privatizing the strands?
Won't you help us out?
I'm really hyped for this game, but Amazon has been sold out of copies in the UK for a week.
Some areas have it
Have
worse than
you been able to order it or like go to like a store or anything?
The time for
Game.co.uk. I'm not really familiar with the retailers out there, to be 100% honest.
As you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
All right, flooding rivers, earthquakes. That's something probably that didn't happen in the first game very often.
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well.
Bosses.
And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion.
I started the first Death Stranding on PlayStation a while back during quarantine, then went through, bought it on Xbox. I also have had it installed via the PC Xbox app from Game Pass for a while. I've been meaning to go and play it. It's just like it's a big commitment with like 60 to 80 hours. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I mean, imagine if you press I won't do it. Does the game just end? Do we just complete our first playthrough? All right, we're going to do it. Do you think her hands necklace is going to give us a fist bump?
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this...
I watched Green Skull play it on Mixer. What a sentence.
Babysitter?
We're inside the network.
Incredible.
There's
Sensational.
a childcare app I can use.
Beam.pro.gg.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Is that a liquid death? Guys, we're going to Mexico. We're going to Cabo, Cancun, Acapulco. We're hitting up all of the fun destinations. Yes, that kid was presumably BB. Yeah, that was Lou. Spoiler alert, I guess. I mean, we are in the first, like, 30 minutes of the game. You didn't miss much. Not even. Probably like 20 minutes in. Half of it has been this cutscene so far.
Like a ring?
Huh. Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome.
Guys, we're learning Spanish.
Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation.
All right, TLDR, we got to get to C1.
Why don't you take
Help
a look
the
at
dead,
cargo you're
so the dead
carrying
people
when
stop
you're
killing
being
us. Ring menu.
You can access useful
All right.
information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
All right, we got our like main objective, chiral network gateway. It's gonna weigh 35. We do have an assault rifle and a handgun, a blood bag, I guess, if we take damage. We got a ladder to cross a couple things if we need to. All right. Can I just take... Oh, I can take as much as I kind of want. We're going to take the ladder. We're going to take our main objective. I'm going to take the blood bag because I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm going to take the handgun. Can I just not take the assault rifle? Or I guess I have to, eh? It seems like it's going to force... Hang on tool rack.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Where's the tool... Where's the tool rack? Oh, okay, it's on the side here. Can I buy a loot crate to get gold boots? Is that a thing? It does seem like we're pretty close to like our weight. It seems like when you're up to 50 or 60, you start probably
Finally,
losing
before
certain
heading
things.
out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Maka loves cutscenes. You know what's funny enough? Is that I only watch cutscenes in like 3% of the games I play. One of those games was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and that is one of the greatest games ever made.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Hold down square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination. All right. I'm probably going to stay pretty low on the ground here. So I'm going to probably go here. And then probably... I mean, that looks like a guy who's drowning. So I don't want to be the guy who's drowning. Then we'll probably go like here. Stay along the river to here. And then we want to probably avoid all this. Right? But we do have to get, like, across this river. But, I mean... I don't know. Maybe here we can cross using one of our ladders and then go, like... What if we go through here? And then out here, through here, and then, like, up through here? And then to the bridge? How do we feel about that, chat? Oh, I think I messed up. I think I'm like deleting markers. All right, I have to remove... I think I have to restart all my markers here. I think I messed up, guys. I have too many markers, and I think they're all completely out of whack right now. All right, let's try this again. All right, from the beginning, I think I'm just doing it wrong. We're going to go down the river. We're going to follow the river. We'll cross the river into this canyon. Follow the canyon down. And then up here to here. And now we're going to draw the route. Let's see what happens. And we're going to end the route over here.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the
Through the woods? Those were, I mean, they were good.
Just head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the river. We're going to cross it at the end, through a little bit of a canyon, maybe make our way around the back door so that we can avoid the people in the base as much as possible.
Like last time,
do I get my own cool necklace? Look at that. Look at the little angel wings on the baby. The future's going to be so cool. Your Doom walkthrough was awesome, bro. Thanks for the time and hard work. I appreciate you watching it, Mecha. Thanks for stopping by and letting me know that it was useful.
Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Oh. No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
These cutscenes are next level.
Break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
All right, we don't have to worry about our baby now, at least, right? Hold L1 to activate compass mode. Okay, I see. We have our markers here. All right, so let's go to A first. I think somehow I ended up with B as my final goal. To be honest, I think I completely plotted my route incorrectly. I'm going to be honest. Assault rifle. I mean, we might as well carry it now. I guess we can add it later if we need to. Practice using your weapons on the cactus. All right, let's do it.
Been a while since I held a gun.
All right. Where'd my other assault rifle go? Didn't I have two? Where's the other one? Let's find it. Where's this one? Oh, okay. I think they might share the same bullets, to be honest. All right, I said I would follow the river, so we are here near A. which means my next one should be kind of somewhere here near the edge of the river. I think I might have accidentally deleted marker B, to be honest. Looks like there is something over there. Maybe I should go there. Should we cross the river earlier than I anticipated? I'm going to cross the river a little earlier than I wanted to, but we're going to quickly grab this. I have a bad feeling I'm going to end up with way too much stuff on my back. Should we just cross the river, or should I use my ladder? This seems like pretty easy to cross. We're just going to cross it. Thank you for all your guides. Thank you, Liam, for stopping by, and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. We're gonna grab that. Sometimes cargo will be lost en route to its destination. You will receive likes by the way of thanks if you deliver the cargo. Okay, we are approaching our cargo limit, but this cargo was specifically for the C1 area, which we are going to. So it seems like a pretty useful pickup for us. We are going to now stay on the right side of the river. That was originally our plan, was to go for B and then cross. But it seems like we're already crossed, so why not just stay on this side of the river? We are going to try to avoid that base for the most part. We'll see how that goes for us as we start approaching some different areas here. So we are going towards C now. C should lead us through a canyon down the hill towards D. So as long as we're moving towards C, we should be good. I'm going to sprint a little bit. We're going to see how much it does on our stamina bar. I feel like my stamina bar actually isn't really moving that much. Is that good or bad? I meant to do that. It says rearrange cargo. Should I try to rearrange my cargo? Am I too, like, top heavy? Is that a thing in this game? I feel like that could definitely be a thing. How do we rearrange our cargo? Wrong button. Cargo load. View cargo. Can we put the chiral network gateway? Is that our main thing here? Yeah, it is. Super heavy one. Can we put the ladder? Oh, we can just auto arrange cargo. Okay. Is that good? I guess we got something on our arm now, and we're a little more less tall, so hopefully we fall over a little less when we're tipping. Still tipping full foes. Now I guess turning will be a little bit harder. Let's see what happens when I try to make a quick turn here. Alright, we just got to shift our body weight. I mean, graphically here, Kojima did really just make the first next-gen game. He really said, hold my drink. Let me cook. I'm gonna go up to this gate over here. Looks familiar. I'm gonna see how far the river is just to see the odds of crossing, but it does seem like I need to use that main bridge to cross. So we are gonna have to probably get into that base. We're gonna do it very sneakily.
That's too close.
Yeah, there's no way a ladder is getting me across this, is it? Is this the Rio Grande? What's up, Chris? How does it feel to have only 1,000 gamer score in the Elden Ring series? Has that been hard on you? I thought I could maybe come in through like a back door here. Actually, I will be able to. I don't know where these dudes are going to be. The enemy spotted you. If enemies notice something out of place, they may come and take a closer look. You can remain out of sight by hiding in tall grass. Or make your getaway. Where did they even see me from? Ow, where did that come from? Can I loot his body? Oh, goddamn! I don't think this is supposed to be a combat game, but I'm going to play it like one for now until I get penalized so bad that it's not worth it. We are playing on a pretty easy difficulty, though, for now. Okay, let's see if they have any items on them I can use here for myself. They do have a ladder. Can I loot? Carry on back. Alright, we got a ladder. Electric rod. Hey, Maka, how's the game so far? Graphically, I'm very pleasantly surprised. And I feel a little bit like it's a big undertaking to take this game on, having skipped Death Stranding 1. But, like, I am loving the graphics, the cutscenes. I probably should have tried to do that a little more stealthily. My initial plan was to play this game in stealth. But at this point, it is what it is. We got spotted, and I didn't do a very good job at... I didn't do a very good job at, like, just running away. It is what it is, what it is. So far, I am very pleasantly surprised. Walking into a strong headwind is hard work, but a strong tailwind will speed you up. Okay. Can I let the winds pass? Or do I just gotta... What's up, Phoenix Gaming? Night Rain doesn't even count? Yeah, it sure does. I'm a little confused now. I don't have the rest of my route like planned out. I think I was maybe supposed to go this way. Let's see if we can get like through the border patrol. I think the best way will be just to go like right through. We have to find a part of the beach that's like not very hilly, but also pretty narrow. Probably here. And then that should just get us towards our main objective, I'm hoping. Yo, what's up, Phoenix Gaming? I think if you have the Digital Deluxe... Can you guys hear me, or is the game too loud during the storm? Digital Deluxe is currently available. If you don't want to spend the extra money, you can just buy the regular version on the 26th. I don't really know what to do here. I'm kind of at a loss. I think I should just be going between these, like, barriers, maybe? Protect myself from the winds a little bit. Because I didn't play the first one, I'm also just, I have like every item I can pick up, I'm just grabbing. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff on in my backpack that's just kind of useless. Now we got the wind kind of pushing us from behind a little bit, which lets us go a little faster, but we're also not constantly tipping over now, which is nice. Last gen security camera for C1, so we are going to pick this up. Hopefully it doesn't make us crazy over heavy. This is just a wall. All right, let's find our map here. All right, we should be able to just kind of rub to the left and make it through. Hopefully whoever won is a wholesome young gamer. I agree. I'm allowed to say now that they've publicly announced it. But you guys know the guy. You know the guy. How many whoop! 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 I mean, how many ladders is too many ladders? I think we're just gonna go... Okay, this is way too... This is... Alright, let's see how deep the water is over here. Alright, maybe the water is less deep over here. I think we're going to go through here. There's... I guess, technically, I can... I am way too top heavy, just like in real life. Let's see if we can get a ladder to go like halfway here. Can I leave? Is leaving this ladder a good idea, or do I take it with me? Like, if I leave this ladder here, will people online are able to use this ladder? Is that how it works? Or is this ladder now... Is this ladder just stuck here? Can I even take it with me? I can take it. Is there any use of me leaving this ladder? What do you enjoy doing outside of gaming? Good question. I do have a Letterboxd account where I watch movies and I rate movies. In the last few years, I've watched like 200 movies or 100 movies a year or more in the last few years. And I've also, in the past few years, attempted to get better at golf, but I'm not very good at it, so it is what it is. You leave it for the other players? What's in it for me if I leave it? What if I need a ladder later? Like, what happens if I don't have a ladder with me, but I need it when I need a ladder? I guess I have 2 more ladders. So I guess I can just leave this one for other players? Yeah, is that a good idea, everyone? Chat, are we helping the gaming community by leaving this amazing ladder? You gotta say, that's a... You can't hate on my ladder skill. We're gonna leave the ladder. Hopefully it helps us for later. By, like, I don't know, giving us like points or something. I think that's what it is. As Thanos once said, the karma balances itself out. Okay, did he say that? I wouldn't know. I do watch a lot of movies. Avengers, not one of them. I'm also sorry about my terrible green screen skills. It's actually my camera's fault, but it is what it is. I know I have another 2 ladders, but I don't know. What if I need 3 ladders later? Like Thanos once said, we are the Avengers and this is an end game. We are the Avengers and you just started an Infinity War. All right, I think I have like some decent cargo with me, to be honest. Because if I remember, I picked up, where is it? Last gen security camera, C1. Long life meals, C1. Oh, I didn't realize the containers get damaged. I was about to say, why wouldn't you just like sprint through and then if you fall, you fall? But I guess that makes sense now. I also have boots equipped, but then I have boots on the boot clip. Which boot's better, the bandit boots or the transporter boots? Beloved by bandits, outmoded design of these boots makes them functional but flimsy, and then transporter boots are ordinary boots loved by porters. They provide essential protection. I imagine I will need to like switch the boots. I'm going to be able to leave some of this stuff at like a base of operations, right? That would be like game design 101. Get stuff that you can use stuff later. Game design 101. Allow me to have 100 health packs that I'm never going to use by the time I finish the game in my inventory. What were you doing before YouTube? I was in university studying engineering, which I did finish. I also had a job at a pharmaceutical company. I had a job working for my university in social media. And I had a YouTube job. Activate the terminal. Alright. I guess we'll just deliver and report and see what happens. Because we're still learning. We're still figuring it out. Alright, we delivered the chiral network gateway. And we also got the 2 kind of extra items we talked about. Do you want to proceed? You are about to deliver the following order or report them as complete. Do you wish to proceed? Yes. How about them Blue Jays? What about them? I actually don't know how they're doing this year. I usually go to 1 or 2 games a year, but I haven't been to a single Blue Jays game this year. Another hobby of mine, by the way, is being a Leafs fan and spiraling into a depression at the end of every playoff season.
Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? You must be one hell of a porter to deliver our stuff in such fine condition.
All right, I got an S rank. I assume S rank means good. S stands for so good. We got additional likes for eliminating threats. And then additional likes just for completing the objective with not having very damaged cargoes. I'm an Oilers fan. Sucks, dude. Imagine if the Oilers got to Game 7 and then just blew it. That's how I felt this year.
We wrote this stuff off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA.
Also, you don't have to imagine that, Nomad. You had that last year. Sorry, I forgot.
We can finally solve a lot of our problems.
All right, guys, got another trophy. New strand established. I think that just means I either like unlocked a new area, like I brought it online and connected it to the rest of Mexico, or I guess the rest of the US, but also to Mexico itself further like along in the game. Although I imagine there's like, it's just like it looks like a big chunk of the map, but I imagine the part I did was very small because it was only like the first part of multiple bases. New strand.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
What is 0 out of 3,000 what?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Is that good, guys? Porter grade 9? I mean, there's 3 digits, so you can at least get up to level 100. Minimum. So I guess it's not that good. Also, I have a 0 on my stealth meter here.
Congratulations.
Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experiences as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Hold that button to open up the corpus for a detailed subscription. I don't even know what that word said. I pressed the button before my brain read it fully. All right, we're going to try a little bit of stealth in this next one. We'll see how that goes. I'd like to not get into combat every single like mission, but it is what it is. We've traveled 4.4 kilometers, and we've gotten 3,000 chiral bandwidth. I don't know what that means yet. I imagine that is some form of currency that allows us to make strands between areas. What advice can you give to upcoming YouTubers? It's tough, man. I don't know how useful my advice is anymore because I haven't been a new YouTuber in a while. So it's hard for me to know like what tactics work nowadays. I would say the more effort you put in, the better. The more unique your videos are, the better. It's a little bit of grinding. It's a little bit of covering unique things that no one else is covering. It's a lot of hard work, and you got to be doing it for the right reasons. When I started out YouTube, I think I made videos for like 10 years before I made any reasonable amount of money that anyone would think is worth doing. You got to just be doing it because you love it, not because you think it's it's going to make you rich and famous or whatever. Not that, the percentage chance of that happening is pretty much, it rounds to the nearest integer of 0%. So you just gotta do it for fun and see what you have fun doing and what works, and then just continue along that path until it goes bigger, bigger, bigger. Do you still do Gamerscore videos? No, not really. Gamerscore is somewhat pointless now. It's just a bunch of garbage, baby easy games that are basically just trying to sell you Gamerscore. And Gamerscore isn't fun. It hasn't been fun for 5 years. No one cares about Gamerscore, if I'm being completely honest, anymore. It's a tough spot for the community to be in right now. Xbox doesn't seem to be investing into that ecosystem. So you know, I still cover a lot of different types of games with like with guides and collectible guides and walkthroughs and making sure people can get 100%. But in terms of like easy stuff, no one really. It's just not really a thing anymore.
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation.
Ever considered buying Sony stock? Not really. I don't really buy individual stocks. Very, very rarely do I buy individual stocks.
Which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
So I guess because it's a terminal, I'm gonna assume it's safe to like drop off my stuff here that I don't want to bring with me. Like the extra ladders and the extra gun and stuff. I guess at some point I'm just gonna have so much extra stuff that I have nothing to do with it. So maybe I'll be able to like trade it in for likes or trade it in for some currency in some shops later on. I'm kind of curious to figure out what like the metagame part of the game is. So far, like I get the kind of like gameplay loop. Just wondering what the inventory, like what is the point of bringing extra stuff back if there is any point. I guess there doesn't have to be a point. But it would make sense that you could like trade it in or something, you know? We get to use the toilet in the shower? Dude, the hardest thing for a gamer ever. All right. Do we get to drink a Monster Energy drink as well? I will say, Theron, I have Theron, I will say I have considered buying Ubisoft stock, and looking back, it was an amazing decision not to buy that stock. Ubisoft's in a tough position right now. Sam's sunburn has healed. Okay. Is that what's on my shoulders there? So I guess now I can go to sleep. I'm just trying to see if there's any other activities I can really do. I guess we're just going to sleep. We're dreaming. Was that Mama, aka Lockney?
Lou,
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be.
How did she get here?
I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me.
Was that a hologram?
The app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
I'm gonna view and test weapons. I kind of want to just see what this means. Even start training. Are we about to be playing PSVR right now? Portal fundamentals. Oh, you can get like little ratings here. There's 5 drills. You can get an S rating. There's combat drills, I guess. Let's do a portal covert action. Make your way to the objective without being discovered. Let's just try this. This seems like a little bit of a stealth tutorial. And clearly, I did not do very good at stealth in the last one. So let's see if we can kind of figure out how to be a little bit more stealthy. I would preferably like to play this game as a stealth game. I guess we're just going to wait for this guy to turn around. I mean, classic stealth. Cargo scanner will detect any cargo carried by hostiles, allowing you to identify their positions. So this guy has a blood bag on his back, so that's why I can see the blood bag. Is there hand-to-hand combat in this game or not really? Use L1 to detect enemy footprints. This will allow you to identify patrol routes. Uh-oh. Well, he's going to go that way. I assume he's going to turn. This will help you identify patrol routes and the areas under the heaviest surveillance. Proceed to the objective without getting spotted by the enemy. So I think we're just going to follow this guy around this rock pretty much. We're going to make a break for it. Probably a bad idea. We did it. Give Give me that trophy. Give me that trophy. Nope. No trophy. Trophy. What's up, Monica Holt? Welcome to the stream. Let's quickly see the trophy list here. I heard the trophy list wasn't too bad. It's a very long completion, but it's just like a chunky game, obviously. Track your trophies. We only have 3. Let's sort by probably just common and uncommon. Let's go to the most common trophies. Let's view all trophies. Platinum trophy, pretty rare, obviously. All right, we have build your first structure, connect your Cupid, send a like for the first time, read an SSS post for the first time. There's a hidden trophy, which I'm going to unhide. We'll see what it is. Receive a total of 2,400 or more likes for completing orders. So we're 25% of the way there. Complete an aid request. And then this one I got just now for completing VR training. A little bit more rare, just because people are probably trying to get through the actual chunk of the game for now. Obviously, with the game just coming out in like digital deluxe today, everyone's pretty much just starting out except for reviewers who got a little bit early. I did not get it early, unfortunately, for me. In case anyone is wondering, this is not a sponsored stream, but I did get a review code, or just a launch day code, rather, provided to me by PlayStation. So thanks to PlayStation for the code. And the game is available today if you want to play Digital Deluxe, or it's available on the 26th if you just want to play like the regular version. We're going to use sync. Let's use the sync. I don't know what that's going to do, but I can customize my look. Oh, I mean, these are sick, dude. Let's go with that. Wear them on the head? No, we're going to put them on the face. Can we change the color? No, the carbon black. No, the carbon black looks crazy. Good. Head? Why me hat? Nah, not a fan of that one. Body? Black camo. I hope we unlock more of these later on. Maybe there's a little bit of extra currency we can use for customization later on. I was talking about kind of some of the extra stuff we get if we get to sell it, maybe. Maybe customization is what we get to use it on. I think we're probably ready now to go to the surface. Sorry, go to private room. Extend the chiral network. Take on a main order at the C1 terminal. I need to drop off all my stuff here. How do I do that? Activate terminal?
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good
Did you have a good rest? I sure did.
We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too.
Ah, we can fabricate equipment. That's probably what some of the...
To make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Let's take on an order here. Deliver one or more remote medical units to Villa Libre. We'll do that. That's obviously probably what the game wants us to do. It seems like it's our only option, really.
Don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs.
We're gonna try to find some stuff along the way.
Be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade.
So we're gonna try to go
Carry
quick.
Container repair spray with you. You can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally,
All right.
each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre?
That was a lot of information. I'm gonna be honest. I think I caught about half of that. Climbing anchor. I don't think I need that. I think we're going to try to end up here. Sorry. Let's remove all markers. I think we want to end up...
Commencing route creation.
Ah, okay.
Delivery route finalized.
Okay, let's draw a route.
Commencing route creation.
We're going to go from here. Oh, what's... Okay, we're going from here to here. Now I understand. To here. And then that will bring us... We got to get all the way up here. So... Probably have to go through to the left here where it's a little more gradient. Because there's just cliffs. Straight up cliffs all over here. So we'll probably have to go here. And then... Then like here and then to the end.
Delivery route finalized.
Something like that. I mean, it's not ideal. We'll kind of see stuff as we get to it. But at least we actually figured out. Close the route simulator. Proceed to preparations. Okay.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also... So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick...
I'm going to try to go pretty light here.
Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're...
We're going to obviously take the two medical equipment things.
Preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Cargo management. I'm going to drop off... What is offload? Is offload gonna leave it here for me for later? Place in private locker? We're gonna try to place a lot in my private locker because I just feel like I have so much stuff. All we have is one climbing anchor, one ladder, our okay, private locker. I think we're okay.
A new feature has been...
We can put a patch on our backpack. Let's put a little patch on our backpack here. It looks like our the route simulator does say we're going to probably encounter some bandits. We'll try to be a little bit stealthy. And then here we do have a fabrication, which we don't really need anything at this point. This is my stuff, though. Or is this... I feel like this is the stuff I already own. I might be wrong. And then this would require 20 materials. I don't know how much materials I currently have. I think we're going to just try to do the route for now. And we'll just see how it goes. Holy, you scared me. Slick Manny with the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Is this really the best way to carry all this stuff on my back? I don't even really know what I'm liking, to be honest. He did mention something about repair spray. I don't know what that is. I thought I was already following you here on Twitch. Do you have 2 accounts here? No, I only have 1 Twitch account. I'm gonna be honest. I got 1 Twitch account. Use container repair spray. Is that what this is? No, this is just material. Let's give this guy 1,000,000 likes. I like how it told me to use repair spray, but I don't have repair spray. I can't even pee here. Alright, I don't know. I guess we'll find repair spray if we need it. Otherwise, if I was supposed to fabricate it, then it is what it is. Maybe it's me. It's probably me. Yeah, I've only ever had 1 account on Twitch. Rising rivers will rise if it rains upstream. As a river's water level rises, there are fewer places to cross safely. Press the button to open up your ring terminal. Yeah, so this river is going to get bigger and bigger. But luckily, it seems like we should still be able to get over through here maybe with a decent ladder. Although we actually don't want to get through the river right now because we are trying to get to this box. And this box is on the left side of the river. So we're actually not trying to cross the river for a while, to be honest. Got to make sure we don't get swept away here as the river rises. I do think we should go and try to get that picture book for extra likes. Even though it is really out of the way. I think we should try to go grab it. I just don't know how we're going to get back up if we go down. I think that might be an enemy over there we're going to probably want to watch out for. Oh, he just saw me straight up. I didn't actually want to... I thought... they can see really far away, I guess. Oh, there's just a ton of stuff in here. But Mule post box. Ladder, ceramics. I mean, one of the ceramics is already damaged 35%. We're going to grab the ceramics. I have a feeling it's just going to get ruined, but we're going to try it for now. And we'll just see where that kind of gets us. We do have the repair spray. Let's see if we can use it. Repair spray. Equip. How do I use this thing? Alright. How much repair? Oh, I have like 100 repair spray. So it looks like everything's pretty repaired. I'm going to now open up my backpack and rearrange everything on it because it's just... I'm going to fall over. This metals isn't doing well, 35%, but I'm not going to waste my healing spray just for that. I think we're okay. We're going to keep along the left side of the river, trying to avoid enemies. There's a vehicle here. Pick up off-roader. Should I try to get the off-roader? It just seems like the terrain's not good for off-roading. We're just going to stick along the left side of the river here for now. We're going to ignore the... Crouch in tall grass to hide from enemies. If you're spotted, try heading back towards. Hiding with too much cargo on your back will not work. Duh. So there's enemies in that hut over there. I'm going to try to do this one stealth, but again, I have a lot of cargo on my back. I think he already saw me. I'm going to see if I can stay hidden. Probably not, eh? Oh, you can choke out enemies with your strand if you come up behind them. So that's how you take out enemies in stealth. I just wonder how you do this in stealth when your backpack is so huge. That would be interesting to find out. How to stay in stealth when your backpack is 9 feet tall. Okay, let's use our repair spray a little bit here. Did someone just see me? Oh, snap. Ah! I think when they come up and hit you, they damage your package as well. It does seem like they can hear your guns from really far away as well. So that's something to consider. No repair spray as well anywhere in here. Based on the music, I think there are more enemies coming. Your Death Strand? Dude, my Death Strands. Alright, we're going to... I mean, do you guys think I might have... Do you guys think I might have a couple too many packages in here? Your mom tells you to go get the groceries from the car and you grab them all at the same time and you look like this guy right here. Does this game let you put it down? I don't get it. You got just the right amount? I got everything. I got all the stuff. My only problem is I'm already a little low on... I'm already a little low on repair spray here, so I think we're going to have to start going a little faster. And we're also going to have to make sure this river doesn't expand and swell. Put your cargo down when stealthing. Is this guy a pro gamer? Alright, we are out of repair spray. I'm really hoping there's some in here. Why can't I interact with it? Am I dumb? Don't answer that question, chat. Entrust applicable cargo to other porters. Postbox features. Postboxes have a wide variety of features. You can store cargo, entrust cargo to other porters, fabricate equipment. In order to increase the stocks of materials that can be used for fabrication, you can store your own materials, recycle equipment you no longer require. Okay? I don't want to really... Entrusting cargo, such as lost cargo, can be entrusted to other porters. Should you be lucky enough for another porter to carry the cargo for you, it will wind up in storage at its destination. It is then up to you to complete the order and deliver it to the facility. Important cargo cannot be entrusted to others. Oh, basically you're leaving shit behind hoping someone else does you a favor and does it for you, right? But I don't want to leave anything behind. I'd rather keep my book with me. Fabricate equipment. Can we fabricate repair spray? We can. So... wait, I'm a little confused here. All right, let's fabricate the container spray. Add to queue. Fabricate. Fabricate. All right, we have repair spray now. Place it in the backpack. Recycle and restore. For ceramics, top up a facility stockpiles by recycling unwanted equipment or storing materials. All right, so we're going to store materials, right? Store ceramics. Store metals. Store more metals. Recycle used repair spray. Recycle cargo to produce new materials. Can I don't really... I have 22 chiral crystals. I think I needed 1,000 to do anything. Have I... claimed materials? Okay. What is this? Materials stored at this facility can be withdrawn as cargo, allowing you to transport them to another location. So am I just keeping these for later then? I'm a little confused. Will the metals be available to me at a different time, or are they just going to be stuck here forever? I guess we'll find out in due time. Did I end up fabricating Store and retrieve cargo from your private locker. Okay. Why wouldn't I just put the metal in my private locker? Share cargo with other porters. All right. We're going to share a ladder with another porter. I guess not. Maybe not. Oh, I get it. I can put stuff from here into the... Donate to other players. Ah, I understand.
All contributions are welcome.
I just stole stuff and put it right back immediately, and it just gave me, like, likes for it. I just donated a chiral crystal to this. I don't know what it's going to do. Still figuring out pretty much all of the mechanics if it's not obvious. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I got repair spray. I got to offload some of my metals. We get to rejig our backpack here a little bit. And we should be able to keep going. There does seem to be a couple ladders that people have put up for us. So that might be helpful. We do have to watch out for... We can actually skip A4 if we use these ladders. So that might be useful. I'm actually going to try to mark that ladder for us. We're going to try to skip it. Place marker, B. How is B over there? We're going to use our repair spray a little bit here. I just really don't want to lose more cargo. Especially our, like, main stuff. Even if we don't really... It doesn't seem like it's an emergency or anything for now. Filtration equipment we're probably going to grab. It is an extra large item, which will probably suck for us, but... Okay, we actually didn't... Alright, that ladder is very helpful for us. We got to figure out how to get to it. Shout out to the guy who put this ladder down. A real MVP.
Can anybody hear me? I can hear you.
This one's for you.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
That package seems a little bit out of the way of where we're supposed to go, but it's going to be worth it, I think, for us. It's across the water, isn't it? It sure is. Oh! Don't worry, guys. I forgot that the weight of your stuff, like, carries you forward. I have no idea how we might be able to get across over there on a ladder. But then how do we get up? Like, that's such a rough... It's such a rough way to get where we're going. But it's probably worth it. We only have one ladder, though. That's kind of another issue we have, though. Let's open up our map and see what we can find. Yeah, that's not gonna... None of this is gonna work. Maybe we can get up here. Let's see if that works for us. If we follow this edge. Maybe we can get the other way. We'll go for the long life meals. I don't really see how we get there with what we have on our back and stuff. I guess we could drop all this stuff, come back for it. which wouldn't be a bad idea. Someone suggested that. I'm going to use the repair spray, even though I think we're good because it stopped raining. I don't think my ladder is long enough. Is the ladder long enough? Probably not. Let's find out. It's not really pointing. I mean, it's definitely not long enough. Maybe over here? I mean, this seems risky, but let's see how far it gets us. Maybe it gets close. We're doing it. You know, it is what it is. Do we have another ladder? We do not have another ladder. We have a climbing anchor, a metal pin to which a rope is attached, allowing for traversal of sheer cliffs. This rope can stretch 30 meters. Kick off a vertical surface or ascend or descend more quickly. I mean, will that help us just get right up this mountain? I don't really know how climbing anchors work, to be honest. I understand. Alright, let's grab the rope then and try to get to the top of this, the rock. I should have started at the top then, I guess, right? I don't know. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. What's up, DXZ? Did you play the first one? I did not. I didn't get a chance to get around to it back in the day. Never got a review copy. Just never hit my radar, unfortunately. Alright, so I understand how anchors work. I just did them in the opposite, in the wrong direction, basically. We're going to grab the vitals analyzer. That'll make us have a lot of stuff, but we're very close to, I think, what the end of this mission's supposed to be. I think we're gonna rearrange our backpack here a bit. Seems extremely top heavy. That didn't really help. We put like one little box on our thighs.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal. Process your orders and requests.
We did get a lot of like extra stuff, so I'm optimistic here. We got like a pretty good rating. We did not do the stealth like I had hoped we could do, but at least we understand stealth now. We can crouch, pull out a strand, and basically choke out enemies from behind. So it is what it is. We'll deliver and report. We got 4 deliverables. 2 of them are the mandatory ones, 2 optional ones. 1% damage to 1 of them, so not a huge deal. We got long life meals, vitals analyzer, picture book as well.
You are Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
S rank, WW.
Thank you. Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. Thank you.
Still here, Mac, just doing the lurkies? No worries, dude. I know a lot of... I think I became, because of like how the Twitch stream and everything started out originally, I think that's just kind of naturally how it became. A lot of people come here to lurk, play while I'm playing, grind out trophies, achievements, whatever it is.
I have to say, this time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Gotta love the lurkers. All right. La madre. Looks like we're going into like a completely different like atmosphere, like a different ecosystem now. It's like mountains and trees and snow from the desert. So I guess that's a mechanic I didn't even think about, really. Women are like strawberries. Sometimes they're at the grocery store. True. Dude, dude. True.
Now displaying your current order grade.
I don't think I got any stealth there, unfortunately. Oh, we got 2 stealth points. 4 stealth points. So that one took us 50 minutes, and we delivered 56 kilos of cargo. 5 more pieces of cargo. 2.3 kilometers. Areas connected. 1. We got a little more chiral bandwidth as well.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive...
So we're probably going to do one more mission, and then we're going to call it a stream.
Seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably
What's a
thanks to the
PCC?
chiral network expansion.
Political Conservative Party of Canada?
Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth.
This game does have a lot of,
Support anything you build. Within reason, that is.
what are they?
There's
Acronyms?
one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal.
Alright, let's check out the aid request.
The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that Ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the green screen here while we're in a little bit of dialogue.
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
I always find it crazy how different live video is from edited video. I'm not very good at live video, but I'm pretty good at... I mean, that's okay. You can see through my beard and stuff. Pretty crazy. Sorry. I want to try to fix this real quick. If y'all don't mind. Filters. Edit filters. Let's turn off... Let's turn that off. Off. Custom color. Yeah, I mean, there's just too much color variance realistically here, unfortunately. Let's do 250 there. A little bit of smoothness. Now I'm see-through, though, right? I'm very see-through. Yikes. Apparently I'm very green in the skin. We'll leave it like that for now, I guess. Alright, let's activate the terminal. We're going to do an aid request here, probably. I think that's what she was letting us know. Share cargo with other porters. Let's see what we can share here. I think we should probably fabricate some stuff and then share it. Oh, the materials I can claim are... Okay, these are the materials I had before, right? I think. Fabricate equipment. Let's fabricate a climbing anchor for ourselves. And a container repair spray. And a container repair spray to give away. The PCC is a device that allows you to build basic structures within the chiral network. Building structures consumes chiral bandwidth, so keep an eye on how much you have left. I don't really know what that means, but I'm also going to make a pair of porter boots. Put on feet. I'm going to put on new shoes that are at 100%. All right, let's share cargo with other porters. I'm going to share a container repair spray from my private locker. Donate to other players.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Shout out to another player who's going to have that container repair spray in their inventory now. I'm also going to donate these really bad boots that are, like, pretty damaged.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
And I'm going to take on an order. Recover the chiral density gauges stolen by the bandits. Where's the aid order that I had? Like, can I take that on somewhere? Or not really. This is not that kind of a base. You're not that guy. We see your brain. Alright, let's take on orders. Recover.
Sam, are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better
How do I
handle on
construct the
situation
tower?
and improve your odds of getting the
With a
job done
PCC?
quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
I mean, this is a rough route in general. But I guess we want to end up here. So the route shouldn't be too bad. It does seem like there's a bit of a path. So we're going to draw a route. We're going to put one marker there. Spider Hill. And a risk of falling. Okay. Alright, that seems like the decent route for us, generally speaking. You can build a watchtower using your PCC, so I was correct. I do have one climbing anchor. No, sorry. Climbing anchor I'm going to put in my backpack. I have a PCC. I have a repair spray. I don't need two climbing anchors, so I can get rid of this one. I do have a blood bag, and I'm going to want to probably use a ladder. So let's fabricate a ladder real quick for ourselves here. And now we're going to take this ladder with us. We might need it, where there's a lot of steep fall cliffs and stuff. And then for the route simulator, it just says watch out for falling, and let's head out. Going the wrong way. Alright. We're gonna be climbing that giant fucking mountain. So get ready. I don't even know. What am I liking exactly? Like, what did this guy put here? A sign. Where's his sign? What does his sign say? Is this his sign? Oh, it's just the hologram on the path. Okay. How do I make one of those? Ah, down on the D-pad. I'm gonna put a heart. Let's put a heart out, guys. All right. Hell yeah. That's a little bit of like the Dark Souls like sign stuff, right? There's a really short river, I think, in front of us. I think it's dried up, actually. I was going to put a ladder down. In the wise words of Expedition 33, for those who come... What is the line? For those who come after... A Bon Voyage sign. Are these bad? I think those are bad. Are they following me? Oh, I haven't been picking up the chiral crystals at all. I've actually noticed a few of them. I've just been ignoring them. That's not good. We should stay on the path to the left, to the right, though. We'll grab some chemicals with us for fabricating later. I don't know how we're going to climb this giant mountain, but we'll figure it out. Grab the anesthetic agent. Cargo can be accessed via multiple shortcuts. Hold up on the D-pad to open up cargo options. Then use the right stick to select cargo management. And then open it. View and arrange your cargo. Ah, so you can auto-arrange. You can auto-arrange by doing this. Cool. Hold left on the D-pad to open up fieldware menu. Select the Ordra deck light and then press X to switch it on and off. I assume because it's dark, we can't really see much. All right. All right, we do have like an endurance gauge, so we just have to take little breaks while we're climbing up here. Which makes sense. This guy put a little climbing rope for us. Let's give him a like. Drop a like in the comments down below. So there is a little bit of a path here, but it's pretty hard to see. There are a couple of climbing anchors, which would be helpful if I could actually see them. don't think... I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to maybe be in this little ditch here. Oh, there's a rope. I'll just grab this rope. Where's the rope gonna pull me to? This rope's not very useful. Ow. Ow.
Get it together, man.
This rope is not useful. Whoever put this rope here is just a liar. There should be a rope right here for getting down. I'm going to put a rope right here. Maybe it'll help someone. I'm just going to... Actually, whatever. Maybe I'll have to come back the other way. Let's try the auto-arrange shortcut. Alright. We're going to put a sign right here, which is like, good job, I did it. Might need a climb. I think we're going to put a climbing rope right here to help us down. That seems like a rough fall if we get falled. So, yeah, let's put a climbing rope. This should get us, like, most of the way down, at least. This doesn't really feel like a path. That was helpful. I think now maybe it's not so steep that I'm gonna kaput myself.
Come on, what you got? Let's do this.
One thing I don't do enough is scan my environment for pickups and whatever. You can just offload your backpack and then come pick it up later. I'm going to try this. Offload backpack. Oh, okay. Then you just come back for it, I guess. I guess that's for stealthing? Scan, scan, scan. I feel like that's probably an enemy over there. Oh, we're building a watchtower. I don't know. Can I climb this, or is it just like automatic now? This is going to be my first structure built.
Construction process now complete.
Alright. I guess we get to... Oh, we just get to scan the base.
Only gonna get harder.
Am I gonna have to go back to where we started at the end of this, or no? So I think I'm going to turn off my light because I think it's going to give me away to enemies. I don't know if there are enemies, but should we prepare as though there are enemies? I'm going to prepare as though there are enemies by loading up on my strand. And now I'll be able to choke them out if I get behind them, right? No footprints, so I don't think this guy's going to move. Do we do it? Alright, we're building up that stealth level. He has bandit boots. Those seem pretty useless to us, if I'm completely honest. We are going to need to grab the chiral density gauge. So, key mission item. I don't know what the 5 out of 6 at the top means. I don't know if that means there's 5 out of 6 enemies are alive in the base. There's no way he saw me. We're gonna go try to choke this dude out. I mean, it wasn't stealthy, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so the timer, the counter in the top of the screen for certain is a enemy counter. Gotta figure out a way across the water without getting spotted. We're not in a great position here with, like, kind of everyone knows where we are. See if maybe we can grab this dude on the far side. I think my backpack's a little tall here. I don't know. I think we're going to have to act here. We're just going to offload our backpack real quick. Oh, did I not have my strand equipped? Maybe I didn't have my strand equipped. Do I have a ladder? I should have a ladder.
I'm right here.
Dude, the enemies see you from so far away. It's wild. I guess I am hidden, even though my backpack's so tall. We're gonna grab him with the strand here as soon as he turns around, hopefully. All right, we're getting a little bit better at stealth as we play, just a little bit. We're still, I wouldn't say we're great at it or anything, but better is than not good. Put that on a shirt. Better is than not good.
Undesignated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
All right. I'm adding more to my backpack. Probably not a great idea, but at this point, you know, it is what it is. Actually, it's maybe not that bad. Let's do a quick auto arrange. Uh-oh. How did he see me? That's too bad. I don't know how that dude saw me. I have no ammo now as well. Climbing anchor, we'll carry that. We're just gonna kind of take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not good, not good. Let's get our spray here. I guess it's not as damaged as I thought it would be. We're going to quickly grab that, and then we're going to go through the base. And with a very big, large, heavy backpack, we should be able to hopefully finish the mission with an S rating. Oh, I can add chiral crystals to this to upgrade it. I understand now. You can also hide in the post box. I'm not going to entrust any cargo. I'm going to upgrade the structure a little bit. Can I upgrade it like only halfway? Oh, I don't think I have the upgrade materials. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, it's metals. I thought it would be the chiral crystals to upgrade that. Fabrication. Nah, we don't really need much. Let's see if we can recycle anything. Recycle and store the special alloys. We'll do that. Recycle and store chemicals. Recycle and store chemicals. And actually, we're not really that heavy now. Should I... Is it worth restoring chiral credits? Probably not. Thank you. We'll leave a thumbs up for that one. I'm a little bit confused as to where I'm supposed to finish this mission, though. Oh, I'm also going to grab an electric rod. I feel like that's something that I just haven't been picking up very much. We're going to carry the electric rod in our right hand. Nothing really here. Alright, well, what's my objective now? Deliver all chiral density gauges to C1 South Distribution Center. Oh, that's all the way over here. Alright. So, we have to now, like, leave this area somehow and get there. And let's figure out how to do that. I think the best way it'll be follow... I mean, yeah, we're not climbing this giant cliff, right? So, we're going to follow the river down. Then we're going to follow it, like, just kind of straight at it, pretty much. This should be pretty easy. We don't have that much stuff on our backs. And, it's not raining. It is nighttime, but we should be alright. I think we're skipping a marker. I just thought this would be a lot more hilly. So I guess we can skip a marker here real quick. Used filtration equipment. I don't know how useful it'll be if it's used, but it's on the way. We'll make sure to grab it. Might be a little bit out of the way. Probably worth the extra likes to grab it. Maybe we're supposed to go up there. I don't think... What is this base called? It is called South Distribution Center. See, this item in front of us is the Ciudad Nudo del Norte. So this is just like completely the wrong location. I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to end up back there. Do we bring it with us, even if it's not to the correct location? I guess we just bring it with us. We're already here. Terrain traversal has went up to level 2. That's good, right?
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Deliver and report. There's a little bit of damage, but it's under 5%. We should be good. Used filtration equipment. We'll grab that too. Might not get an S rank. I didn't really pick up a lot of extra stuff that was like optional there.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go.
Got an S rank. That's good, right?
Anyone with eyes can see as much. Picked this up while you were out and about, huh? Thanks. I just have to say that
got another achievement.
Absolutely incredible porter. Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
New strand. Benjamin Rivera in the C1 South Distribution Center. Cupid connected. I mean, we did like this whole like first area. I think that was like our original mission when we first gave the baby, left the baby behind. I think this was like our whole entire little pathway to grab these 3 bases along the way. Structure data, timefall shelter, a safe place to rest during periods of timefall. Okay, so we can now also use our PCC to make a timefall shelter. Container repair spray will be deployed when you approach the shelter, repairing your cargo. Timefall shelters are also fitted with deterrents to drive away BTs. Your canteen will be refilled when you enter a shelter. I have a canteen? I didn't know I had a canteen. I hopefully got a couple of stealth levels there. I did. Up to 25. Ooh, Brave Handler level 2. That was a 40-minute mission. A lot of cargo. 75 kilos. 3 kilometers. More chiral bandwidth.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go ahead.
Mike caught me a PS5 Pro for this and Ghosts of Yote. I feel you. Definitely 2 games that are going to get the most out of the machine there. The PS5 Pro was on sale during Days of Play. I don't know if you were able to see if that was worth it based on your budget and what you're feeling. You could save like $70 Canadian, which was a pretty good deal.
results of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created.
I will say this game's a lot of fun, graphically incredible, pretty unique. As a viewer of a stream of this game, I can see how it might not be like the most exciting moment-to-moment gameplay while you're watching.
But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties.
But as someone who doesn't care for stories, the story's very interesting.
And despite its artificial nature, it's actually
And I'm pretty hooked by like the... It seems like one of those games you just kind of like enter into like a flow state and you just keep playing it. And all of a sudden it's 8 hours later. You know what I mean? Like some games require your full 100% undivided attention the whole time you play them. This game seems like one of those games where maybe it's more of like a passive experience, but like in a good way. I think as I get better at like the stealth aspect of it and planning and like obviously a lot of inventory management in general in this game, but how that inventory management like applies to moment gameplay, I think will be pretty fun to figure out. Like I think obviously dropping your backpack right before you do a really dangerous like area is probably a good idea, assuming you know you're coming back. You know what I mean? Like when we were crossing rivers, we knew we were going to come back the other way, like back through the river in reverse. So we probably just should have left our stuff. Same with the stealth base area. We probably should have just left our backpack somewhere, done all the stealth, and then like kind of came back for it. I feel like the way to go nowadays is just to get a PC. Basically just have to wait for things to come to PC. I feel you, dude. I have a $6,000 PC. I can't blame you. Did you say you don't care particularly for story games? I do not. Unless they're like 2 hours or shorter, typically. It's like a big, it's a big thing. If you come to the streams pretty often, you'll find that out pretty quick. I skip 95% of cutscenes where possible. And for the most part, as long as you tell me you are good guy, they are bad guy, that's enough story for me to feel motivated to like play through the campaign. You know what I mean? There are certain games where certain stories, like Halo 3, he only cares if he can get achievements quick. That's not true anymore. But a good meme nonetheless. Like, I'll be honest, even in Claire Obscure Expedition 33, I started skipping cutscenes, and that's still my favorite game of the year thus far. So, skipping cutscenes, for me, is not, like, necessarily a bad thing, you know what I mean?
We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit.
Yo, Slick, I'm also pretty bad at fighting games. We got that in common.
Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
I can't wait for this to be on PC. Clearly you can. Or else you wouldn't be waiting. Trophy unlocked. Dude, they got Facebook in the future? Oh, this is just a text. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've been given to and received from porters in other worlds and enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Only screenshots taken by pressing X in photo mode can be viewed. Cute. Look at me. It me. It me and BB. It me, it BB. It me and BB. I assume this is like key moments in Death Stranding 1, right? See, I missed this aid request over here for recovering 4 beloved walking sticks. Should we go and build this upgraded timefall shelter? The bridge link tab in the SSS menu allows you to view various play statistics, look back on the likes you've gotten to and received from other porters, form a strand contract with those who have more dealings with to deepen your bond and increase your connection level. I don't know what that means. I think these are like just people who have liked my ladders and stuff, maybe? Oh, this guy liked my sign 4 times. This guy liked my awful climbing anchor. How do I... Okay, let's... He liked my sign 42 times? Or did I like his sign 42 times? I understand. Basically, when you find someone who, like, made a really good, like, ladder, you can connect with them and you'll see more of their items in your world later on. So this guy has liked 4 of likes sent to this porter, likes received from this porter. Bro, we have an amazing connection. All right, there's a whole bunch of stat stuff here. Attack range, whatever. KO resistance. Monster Energy! I still can't be bothered to PC game, too cumbersome. Honestly, in my opinion, it's just too expensive. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Cute. I think I was supposed to act. I don't think I like confirmed that I wanted to keep that. Imagine if there was an achievement just called being a gamer, and it was for completing 5 missions without showering. Hell yeah. Whoa, P Vins with the $4.99 through Super Chat. Thank you for your awesome Doom the Dark Ages videos. Recently got to 100% completion with 1,000 achievements. Will you be doing the upcoming DLC as well? You betcha. I don't really have plans for it yet because I'm going to sleep till the morning. I don't really have plan. Wow, I'm awful with the green screen. I apologize. Let's just turn the green screen off for now. It's clearly not working. I'm clearly don't know what I'm doing. There we go. As I was saying, I don't know anything about the DLC right now for Doom. But whenever it gets announced, I will for sure make a 100% walkthrough of the DLC. I know there is, I think they announced it like roughly there will be DLC based on like what's in the season pass and stuff, but I don't believe the timing or the dates are available right now. I do want to also check out the Still Wakes the Deep DLC, and I want to check out the Assassin's Creed Shadows title update DLC thing. There's apparently a new achievement / trophy in that. But yeah, thank you so much for the $4.99 to the super chat. I appreciate it. What's up, GG Kiwi? My audio mixing is not going that well. When I get a donation comes in through my headset, it's like 5 times the volume of the gameplay. Alright. I thought there might be a trophy for taking a photo in photo mode. Apparently not. I think I have way too much stuff on me right now. Probably gotta add some of it to my locker here.
However, I know you've got Doom.
Don't worry. If I can get... Seems like my Doom's... Steer me in the right direction.
Oh, yeah? By the way, we've prepared some... You're a pro.
So I'm just trying to get through this. I was trying to figure some stuff out here.
I'll brief you on the...
Alright, so we do have an order, which is to defeat the BTs in the BT area, and then deliver the prototype bullets. Are these two different things, or is this the same mission? You can also do the aid mission. I can also do no missions. How do I leave? I want to leave some stuff at my private locker here. What's up, Brainshot Gaming? Welcome to the stream. How do I leave? How do I move stuff into like my private locker? All right. So I think that's where we're going to call it today. 3 to 3.5 hours. We have 6 bronze trophies so far. 8%. 6 out of 55, but we do have the platinum. Obviously a very rare platinum right now since the game basically came out today. Some people did have a review copy. I was not one of them. Just start today like everyone else, as it is available for purchase. If you buy the digital deluxe edition, you can play right now. But we're going to end things a little bit earlier today, although we have been almost going for 4 hours. So a little earlier in terms of time, but we also started quite a bit earlier at 5 p.m. instead of our usual 7 p.m. Had a lot of fun with that game. It's not like my typical style of game. Pretty cinematic heavy, which I'm not typically a cinematic heavy guy. But the story is actually probably the best part of the game, if I had to take a quick guess. And so far, very interesting. A lot of characters to learn, a lot of story to learn. Pretty invested actually in the story, which is surprising for me. The gameplay is pretty easy to just sit back, relax, and lose a couple hours into that type style of gameplay for sure. But I had a lot of fun today's stream. Again, as a reminder, it was not sponsored, but the code was provided. It was a launch day code provided by PlayStation for the purposes of this stream. So I'm very thankful for that code. If you do want to check out Death Stranding 2, it is now available on PlayStation 5 exclusively. But it is what it is. Hopefully I see you guys soon. I do have a couple of stream ideas planned. I was able to kind of test out the green screen a little bit, although I'll be honest, did not go very well. I clearly have some lighting changes to do, and maybe a camera angle change as well to kind of make it more here instead of here. Right now the camera's just doing some weird things. A couple camera settings also I need to change. The camera, I have it on an auto ISO so that it always catches the color, like the correct color of my skin. But it just has some weird color issues in general. Like even the green of the green screen is the wrong green. So I have some weird color settings to change for the camera. ISO settings to change for the camera. Lighting positions to change. And then once we get all that done, only a 12-hour investment, and I might redo all of my stream scenes as well. After we do all that, though, maybe, I don't know, maybe the stream will be running. But I did want to also stream maybe Monument Valley 2. In July, you can also expect videos from me. The next major game I'll probably be covering is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which comes out on, I think I'll be playing it by July 8th. So expect those videos on the YouTube channel. I know some people tuned in today from Twitch. Some people tuned in today from YouTube. I appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or 3 hours. Hope you had a good Tuesday. Not one of my best streams. A couple of technical issues. Energy levels are low this week for other reasons. But it is what it is.